So you say go live and then you put a lollipop in your mouth?
That's a good lollipop.
No, it's not.
Dude, it's a good lollipop.
No, those are those disgusting lollipops. Oh. Good afternoon, everyone. Say hi, Fernando.
Hi, Fernando.
It does get old. What is going on, everyone? Back into the install bay today after 23 hours in the airport yesterday. So good. So fun. All right. So let's get started. Have y'all done an updated video on the Premium Accord? No, not that I'm aware of. I don't think we have. Hello from Holland. Hey, what's going on, man? Yes, he does. His hair's out of control too. I mean, I came in this morning. I was like, dude, you need a haircut. Like, look at this. It's just like when it's tall like that, he looks like he's going milk. He's some male pattern baldness.
That's the point.
Yeah.
I can look taller.
When's the new Bronco gonna hit the install bays? Soon, I hope. It should be a huge video. Yeah, the new Bronco, Ford Bronco.
Do we have Bronco?
Well, we actually have a couple that I need to quote out, so probably in the next couple months. Thank you for welcoming me back. But yeah, I got Oscar. What's going on? Thank you. Nando's going crazy. Hey, fellas. Hope your trip into Salzburg was spectacular. Hopefully the rest of this week I'll be able to get the video done. Dean, this M5 1001 plug sucks. Huh? I mean, not going to disagree with you. But kind of going to make it work. What's up, Drew? Home audio speakers and subs in a car. So actually, it's funny you mentioned that because one of the cars that I saw this week, that's what he had done. He had actually used a set of home audio monitors for the front stage. You wouldn't be the first person to do it. I mean, it just depends on where you're trying to put it and what you're expecting from it. Some speakers are treated and they will work well in a door. Other speakers are not. So you got to remember, they put some engineering into a car speaker. So it's not all speakers obviously are not created equal because they'd all sound the same. It just depends. It depends what you're trying to do. If you're just trying to create sound, then I suppose it probably won't matter. If you're trying to do like an SQ or something like that build, it might actually matter. Bronco owners are cheap as a Oscar. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Almost like your Viper owners. Oh, geez. Yeah, you just got done with that big one. Well, okay, let's be honest. There's cheap people everywhere, man. He's generalizing. Johnny Brolin, what's up? I agree. I had a group of friends that I was able to do 3 to 8K systems back to back. That won't happen again. Yep. There was a guy with a home audio stuff at SQology. So there you go.
There you go.
Best food you had while over there. So we ended up finding this restaurant that was like right down the street from the hotel. I mean, literally right down the street from the hotel. And they were really nice guys. And so we ended up just going there, I think 4 or 5 times. Because the food was good, really good. The service was spectacular. And it was just a nice place. They had music playing. It was a bar. It was just a really nice ambiance. Was really on point. But the food was good. So I had some couscous. Not couscous. We had couscous on the plane on the way home, and that was terrible. Let's just go with everything I had was good. Right now, it's kind of hard to remember everything I had because I'm still tired. I mean, literally, it was 23 hours yesterday in airports and planes and stuff like that. So I left East Coast time. It would have been 10, 10:45 at night. And then I got home yesterday here at 10:15 at night. So it was a really long day, to say the least. And I didn't get any sleep on the airplane, and that sucked. So, do you guys still do YouTube live shows? I haven't joined one in a long time. We do one every Saturday night. This week we didn't because I was out of the country. But yeah, every Saturday we do one. And it's funny you should ask, because this Saturday, the plan is to have Mr. Jeff Smith on the show, because he went to SQology, that was over in Texas, and I went to the Emma World Finals that were in Austria. Mm-hmm. And so I thought it'd be cool to get him on, because he's been to the Emma World Finals before, to get him on, and he could talk to us about his show. I could ask him some questions about my show, and it'd just be fun to talk about these shows.
Yeah.
You gonna sit still? Like, or are you just gonna, like, keep walking around and...
Walking around. We're just walking around.
Well, grab the box from up front. If you're going to walk around, grab the box from up front. Silly. Welcome back. Missed you. Missed you too. No, we did not try the shark or the penguin. Back in shorts. Yeah, definitely. Probably could have got away with shorts, but I've been on enough trips where I froze my butt off that it just made more sense to bring pants. Yes, I did have schnitzel. Yes. Yeah. I didn't have that second one. Back in the country. Yeah, it's very nice to be back in the country, because I can tell you right now, traveling with COVID, even though the restrictions are starting to let up, what a pain in the butt. Today we just had a simple amp install on a Mustang. I asked Paul to kind of keep it light because I knew it was going to be a rough day, and as of right now, I'm actually kind of starting to, because this would have been almost 10 o'clock, what I've been doing for the last week, so it's starting to feel bad. I walked 5.45 miles in my Vibrance Sunday. I don't know how you run in them. I don't run in them. I don't run in Vibrance because they're not the best shoes in the world for that. I have actual running shoes for that kind of stuff. I do wear them all day long, though. But check this out. We got a box while I was gone from friends of ours, and I'm pretty excited about this. This is going to be the next big system we put in Haley's car. New show sponsor is going to be Morel. That's right. Morel is officially a show sponsor now, and we're going to be talking about them like we often do. But this has a new product in it, if it shipped, which I'm assuming it did, which I'm pretty excited about. Ooh. But we're going to be putting this into the Haley Mobile. What is this? Oh, that's the grill. Mm-hmm. All right, so we got the cool grill. So there's the grill for the subwoofer. Set that right there. And we're going to put a 10-inch woofer, just like we did the last time. So we got a Primo subwoofer. And that's actually the name. It's not me saying Primo.
Primo's cousin.
We got Maximo. So we got the Maximo Ultra 602 Coax Mark IIs. And then this guy. This is the Maximo Ultra. This is the new one. So this is brand new. This is the Maximo Ultra 602 HE Mark IIs. This is a brand new set of speakers. And, okay, so it's a brand new set of speakers, but it's also not a brand new set of speakers. And I know you're confused, and you're going, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
It's brand new. It's not brand new. Tell me. Okay.
Yes, I'm a total Morel fanboy. I admit that, but now they're a sponsor, so that's kind of cool. But either way, and a lot of people like them as well. All right, so what we're looking at is pull it out of the bag. We talk about this version of this speaker, but it was under a different part number. You guys might have remember us talking about Maximus 602s. That was the US at the end. So what they're doing is they're bringing that speaker over into the Maximo line, so that it makes way more sense, and they're calling it the HE. So this is the Maximo Ultra HE, and if you're not familiar with the other speaker, what we have is we have the 6-inch mid-bass. Crossover is attached to the actual speaker. So there's your coil. And then this is the capacitor crossover for the tweeter. The reason why they're merging the two together is because a lot of people couldn't figure out that the Maximus and the Maximo were very similar, and that you could interchange the two. A lot of people, they want the numbers to match, they want the names to match, so they brought this out. And we might have to grab like a set of Maximus and just compare the two, just to see if there is any differences, because this is a new thing. But yeah, so you got an affordable set of coaxials.
Coaxials?
Affordable set of coaxials there. Why don't you pull one of those out real quick? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, so this has the gray cone. So there is your, so there's your coaxials. And now you have a affordable component with tweeter. So how cool is that, right? Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I know a lot of you guys haven't even seen a Morel woofer before, other than the expensive one we have somewhere right there. Let's say you just do it there. So let's get Fernando to open that. I love Maximo speakers, right? So now you don't have to sit there and try to remember the US or say Maximus. You can just say Maximo all the way across the board. These are just the HEs. So everything's good there. Okay, sorry. I know I was reading why. Let's just, Sorry, guys. I was a little tired. I was just reading the comments. I normally do it faster, but I'm working about 70% right now. All right, so let's take a look at the woofer.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, this is a beast. That's kind of like the one bummer is that this is a nice woofer. It's affordable.
Wow.
But it's got a big ass magnet. It's got a vented pole piece. It's 100% Morel. I mean, it's not like they're buying it from somebody. Big. This is a single 4 ohm, 90 dB, so it's not going to take a ton of power to get this thing up to dance.
Very cool.
Yep. Nice compression terminals. Good sized tinsel leads. Here, set it down for a second. We got this. This is super thick butyl rubber surround stitched into the cone. I like this. This is cool. This is like a treated something. I don't know. Let me see the other side. So it's a cloth. So got cloth, stitching, glue. So this is a treated cloth on this side.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. So this is the woofer we're gonna put in. Hopefully I think this handles more power than the previous experiment we had in Haley's car. So that'll be pretty nice.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Kind of pretty honest.
And then this grill is, which I like because they have grills. Oh, grills are so cool.
That's pretty neat.
Any videos on a 2016 Accord Coupe? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. If it's a 16, it's a premium audio. It is. Oh, that was bad. If it's a 16 and it's got premium audio, then you're in luck because that's a variable voltage output from the radio. If it's not a premium audio system, then it's just standard high level. I would recommend some form of a DSP because it will have a heavy amount of equalization done to it. There you go, Oscar. We try. We're always learning. Does HE mean anything? I'm sure HE does mean anything other than he. I will find out. I haven't had time to talk to them about it. We talked briefly before I left, and we wanted to get it going. So, meaning we wanted to get this here so we could start talking about it. We're going to put this in probably first part of next month. But, we need to kind of promote it and stuff, get people excited about it. So I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to put these in. That woofer would go great in a plexi LED enclosure on a Crown PA built by a certain shop in Dallas. Okay. Those subs are actually beautiful. They look pretty sexy. Oh, they do. They're pretty awesome. Can I order the AX DSPX and a amp rack from you guys? Probably can order not the amp rack. We don't actually have an amp rack for a Honda made up. High energy. Oh, could be. That's a good enough guess. Dust cap is nice. Wow, thanks for the clarity. Speaking for Morel Maximal Ultra 602 Mark IIs or Maximus 602s, which had best bass response. Looking to use them full range in my commuter car. So basically what you're going to get is the Maximus is now the Maximo HEs. So it's the same speaker, it's just they're moving it all into one line. So you're still going to have the 602s, Mark IIs regular, and then you'll have the 602 HEs. So the HEs aren't going to come with this crossover. So this is what you're going to get on the regular Maximo Ultras, is you get this little crossover here. With the HEs, you just get the capacitor and the coil built onto the speakers for easier installation. I'm thinking if it's just a regular commuter car, just looking for some good sound. You know, this we've done this on a Kicker Key front stage. Pretty awesome. That sub in a custom box with some brushed aluminum accents. Y'all just need to slow down, man. We're trying to keep this simple. As you notice the theme. Grills for days, one in a truck. Yep, trunk. Yep. Hey man, I need some 6.5 components and coaxial speakers with a 4-channel amp for my Honda Accord. What would you recommend? Again, depends on your budget and what you're trying to do. Obviously, right now we just showed you two really cool Morel sets of speakers.
Really nice, yeah.
They also have, which is what's going to power these, is the MPS 4.400, which is their small. Well, it's their AB class 4-channel amplifier. It's not small for sure, but that's what's going to power this system. Is that. So we'll have both Maximo Ultra HE 602s on the front and then the coaxials in the back, and we're going to put that all on the P404. I said it. Yeah. Yep, MPS. There we go. Does Morel make a 3-way set with an 8-inch mid-bass? They actually make a 3-way set with a 9-inch mid-bass, and that is going to be in the Elate series. So they make an Elate carbon that has a tweeter, a mid, and an 8-inch mid bass to go along with it. So yes, even though it's a 9-inch, it's people confuse. I don't think that's a modern catalog.
It is.
Is that the new? Oh yeah, that is the new one. Yeah. So pull it up here real quick. Yeah, here it is. Hold on, Fernando's got it, and they sound wonderful. This is what Oscar has in his Tesla. Is a set of these right here. That's they make this mid-range. They make two different size tweeters. They make two different size mid-range. But yeah, so you have like the Piccolo style tweeter, or you have a smaller tweeter that will fit in more locations. So I actually have both. Yeah, so here's another picture of it. So this is the smaller tweeter here, and whatnot.
Yeah.
So if I ever get a chance to do the Mustang, I have the Elate 6.5 carbons. I'm going to go with their smaller tweeter, and then I'm going to use the MM2 Virtus Nano mid-range because it comes with a bigger speaker for the mid-range, which isn't going to fit in my car, so I won't be doing that. High efficiency. I'm going to go with high efficiency too. I think that sounds the best. Yeah, so Oscar has a set of those.
Yeah.
And they sound really good. Actually, the video we shot with Casey from Morel in it, that was the white and black Tesla, is Oscar's Tesla. So that video is up, and yeah, it was pretty nice. What sub box would be a better choice for sound for two 8-inch CT sound? Birch, wood, or MDF? I feel like I feel like looking at today's, most people are going to say birch, just because that seems to be the wood of choice at the moment. I'm going to go with what most people are saying, which is birch. So we'll just rock out the birch. However, I don't know if you'll actually hear a difference between that and MDF, but they say you do. So, plus the birch is going to be a little lighter, which to me is going to make all the difference. That Morel 3-way with the 9-inch looks badass. What do you recommend to power those full active? I mean, off the top of my head, there's a couple amplifiers, so you're going to want a 6-channel. My guess is you're going to go some form of external DSP, so I would maybe think like the LC 61200, the Ground Zero. What's the model number on that? Yours?
The uranium?
Yeah, the Ground Zero uranium. 6-channel amplifier is really cool because it's got staggered power. Mm-hmm. So you have more power for the mid bass. And that's a big AB class amplifier with variable bias. We put that in Fernando's car right now. That would be a nice choice. That would be a really nice choice. Also, if you want to go 3 amplifiers and you want to have an AB class, Morel makes the
limited edition?
The limited edition MPS 2.150 limited. This thing here that comes in this shiny box. That's a 2-channel at 150 by 2. So you could actually do one of those and one of the MPS 4.400s. So use that to power the 2 mid bass, and then use the MPS to power the other the 4-channel to power your tweeter and mid range. That would be really nice. So there's a couple. Or just get 3 of the other ones. Sounds like somebody loves Morel. Yeah, I do, but they're also this was an ad. This was an ad paid for by Morel to show you guys. So we'll talk about anything. I have airbags and a P1005 and a 404 with high output alternator, yellow top battery. Do I need another battery? Okay, so this is one of those questions that you have to look at and say, what is the system powering? How much amperage draw is going to be happening? And what's important in the sense of how much amperage, what's the maximum amperage draw that's going to happen at one point in time? So if you're in a parking lot and your air ride is not doing anything, then you're really not drawing any amperage. So now you have to figure out how much amperage draw do I have for my 2 amplifiers, which honestly off the top of my head I don't know, because you'd have to go to their website, get that, figure it out. So let's say it's 120 amps just to be on the safe side. It's probably more than that, but let's say it's 120. Let's go 150, because 150 sounds more respectable. So let's say you have 150 amps of current draw. You have a high output alternator. And if you keep in mind, it's not going to be drawing all of that unless you're, got the volume turned all the way up. And then if you hit a switch, now you have an extra, let's say 70, 80 amps of current draw maybe. So that'd be 220 amps of current draw. 210 amps of current draw. Can the battery supply power through that? Because I know with air ride that pump's got to stay on and be running. How much amperage does that pump stay on while it's running? So at that point you have to figure out, all right, well, what am I doing? Am I going to be turning my radio down, or is that one battery giving me enough current? So it's just adding up what your worst case total current draw is going to be, because I understand it. You don't want to be driving through a parking lot, jamming out, hit your air ride, and then your stereo cuts off because your air compressor is pulling way more current than it needs to be to run your system. So that's all. You really just got to figure out what you need. You may need to swap out that yellow top for a bigger battery, like a big 2150 or a 2250, something that's larger, or possibly look at maybe a lithium. MDF sounds better, birch is lighter. Well, there you go. 3 of them. Yeah, I know. Is the Audison LXR 4.5 4-channel amplifier any good? Which one is that? LRX 4.5. What is it? I thought hold on, I don't know. I thought those were SRs. I honestly don't know what the LRX is. Those are SRs. That's a good question. I honestly don't know.
It's an old one.
Okay, so I was gonna say that has to be an old one. Oh, that guy. Honestly, I have no idea, man. That was way before my time with them.
I mean, that'd be good.
What cost on the... honestly, I have no idea what the cost is on that stuff. You guys know that. Thank you all for your help. Do you know the model number of Fernando's 6-channel amplifier?
It's a GZSQ 6-channel. I mean, you just put ground zero.
Yeah, just type in ground zero uranium 6-channel.
It's just ground zero uranium. They make 3 amplifiers.
Hold on. These are my favorite right here.
That's the reference.
I want these. These are sexy. I want a set of those. That's kind of like my dream amplifier. Not those. I mean, those are nice amplifiers too, but the other ones are my dream amplifiers. Oh, that thing is so heavy. Uranium. So here we go. So this is the 6-channel. So that is going to be the GZUA65Q. And that's the monster there. So they have a 4-channel. These are all AB class with variable bias. I'm sorry, they have a 2-channel. So this is 2x70.
6SQ.
And then they have this guy here, which is a 4-channel. So, and they have this, which is the 6-channel. And then these are the speakers that he has in his car right now, which are the uraniums. And, you know, it's funny. So, Peter, Swiss Peter, he helped develop those speakers. So while we were eating...
uraniums?
Yeah, so when we were eating dinner... he told us the whole life cycle behind the old uraniums, the new uraniums, what went into building these, the amount of effort they put into this, the engineering. They have an acoustical engineer there, and just like everything on that speaker was designed from the ground up.
Okay.
Even those, in the new speaker with the funky grill, that has that weird grill on it, that grill was designed that way because they found a problem with the old grill, and that grill changed and reduces your favorite word. What is
resonance?
There you go. Yep, that's your favorite word. With the speaker. Do you need an isolator if you are running a separate battery for your audio system? If they're 2 different types of batteries, let's say you have a standard battery, AGM or something like that under the hood, you're going to put let's say a lithium or a dry cell or something like that. It is a really good idea to isolate the 2 batteries. You definitely need to fuse each one of the 2 batteries, but you can pick up the Stinger isolating relays pretty cheap, and that will solve the issue. The other thing you may want to look into along with the relay is the ING3?
Yeah.
Stinger makes this product called an ING3, which uses current sensing to turn things on and off. Which, for the relay, it has a power and ground input. It's supposed to be accessory or ignition or just be on a switch. With what you run into is most people hook it up to ignition or accessory. And if you turn the car on to listen to the music, it's connecting both batteries. And that means that you could kill the front battery and the back battery if you're running it that way. If you use the ING3, it's a current sensing switch, which means it won't actually turn on until it sees the voltage change for the alternator. And what that'll mean is that you can hook that up to turn on the relay, and you don't have to worry about putting in a toggle switch or anything like that, because it will keep the 2 batteries separated until you physically start the car. That way you won't kill both batteries. You only kill, the rear battery. It's kind of a cool feature. Random comment, but if y'all never heard the 8-inch JLW7, I would highly recommend it. No, it's a pretty spectacular woofer. Yes, we've heard it, and it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Class A or B or Class D for sound quality. You can do whatever you want. That's one of those things that you ask 10 people, 5 are going to tell you this, 5 are going to tell you that. at the end of the day, I don't know, man.
Pick what you like.
Pick what you like. I mean, there's plenty of awesome Class D amplifiers out there now, but they're expensive. There's plenty of old archaic AB class amplifiers out there now that are also expensive. 90%, I'm not even going to use percentage. Most of the people out there won't be able to tell the difference. Some of you guys will. Sure, let's go with that. It just really depends on what you're doing. I will say this. In a modern car, the Class D amplifier, the Class G, Class H, stuff like that is going to become more and more important because, with these cars, putting in an extra 120 to 200 amps of current draw, just not the greatest of ideas. I mean, yeah, you can do it. No one's stopping you. No one's going to tell you what to do. Totally get it. But, stop-start becomes an issue because you got a big AB class amplifier. You're definitely not doing stop-start if you want to retain that feature. Plus, these cars are drawing more current themselves. So you have big alternators in some of them, but the cars need more power. So going with more efficient amplifiers is, really a good idea. And you get plenty of power from them. So if you start matching up efficiency of amplifier with efficiency of speaker, then you kind of run into a really good place where you have a great sound. It's not real popular over here yet in the U.S., but when you look at your Audison, Prima, and Voce, and you look at your Helix amplifiers as well as your match amplifiers, when you pair these things up with their speakers that are highly efficient or appropriate ohm loads to get more power out of them, then you run into these really small systems that put out a ton of sound.
They sound great.
Because you've matched things up properly, and they run more efficient, and you get great sound. So it's kind of fun. But, a lot of the mentality over here is, oh man, I need a 200 watt amp to power my tweeters, and I need 1,000 to 2,000 watt amps to power my, inefficient giant subwoofers. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, there you go. Whereas if you get an efficient subwoofer with a reasonable amount of power, you're still going to get great sound. You might even get more sound. How do you say crossover to, how do you set your crossover to flat on a mono amplifier in order to use the crossover on a head unit? Turn it all the way up. So 70, 80 is, so turn it all the way up to whatever it'll go to. Go to 120, go to 200, flick it all the way over to that. All the way to the right. And then you can use the one built into the radio or the DSP or whatever you want. So all you're just trying to do is move you don't have to shut the crossover off. You just have to move it so far out of the range of where you want it to be, you're good. So if you want 80 hertz, put it from the radio or 70 or whatever you want. Just make sure your amplifier's crossover is well beyond that, and you'll be all good. Okay, got that one. How do you feel about 6.5 inch subs after listening to that stinger? I mean, Fernando had a 6.5 inch ground zero sub in his car forever, and we enjoyed the shit out of it. There's 2 6.5 inch scars around here. We know it works.
It works.
You build the right box, you put enough power on anything, it's going to sound good.
Great. Yeah.
I mean, hell, that stupid JBL 5 1/4 boom box put out freaking serious bass. So it's not magic, it's just math.
Yeah.
Is 70 watts too much for a full cal flax tweeter? Specs say they have a normal power of 20 watts. Yeah, you'll be fine. There again, it comes down to crossover points and crossover slopes. A full cal flax tweeter needs to be crossover 5,000 hertz at 24 dB. If you can do that, you should be fine. Keep in mind also that doesn't mean that you can go in there and boost your treble on your EQ and go all crazy. Because that's when you run into problems. It's not made to be boosted, you only can cut. So take power away, don't add it. Is building an amp rack on top of a subwoofer box a bad idea? Don't have a lot of space. I'm not going to say I haven't done a ton of those back in the day when I was building sub enclosures. I mean, hey, you got to work with what you got. Just make your box as rigid as you can with as much bracing as you can, so you reduce the amount of vibrations that you're going to pass up through the amp rack.
So will you do a double bore?
Yeah, always. It would be 2 separate pieces.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't build off of the box, but But yeah, the idea is just to keep everything as rigid as possible.
The amp rack.
Yeah, it's on its own board.
Yeah.
Everything is it's all pieces. Yeah, so you have the box. Yeah, I don't build off of the box. I build a new piece for the top of the box that's going to slide in. But yeah, I mean, listen, it's, you know, we're putting big things in cars. So sometimes you just have to, you know, deal with what you got. Do you think old school subwoofers sound better than new school subwoofers? No. I think what they're doing with subwoofers now is way better. I mean, for the most part, we're still dealing with 70s technology, so I don't think anything has gotten too revolutionary. But it's the little things. You know, little things have made subwoofers better. Little things. Heat distribution plates, being able to computer model a speaker. You know, when you look at some of these woofers that are just big-ass voice coils, big-ass spiders, and big-ass magnets, no, that to me is not, you know,
it's not new.
That's not new. That's just somebody going, well, if I put bigger springs on the front end, it won't shake as much, you know. But when you look at, like, companies now that are capable of 3D modeling their speakers and the output of the speakers, the performance of the drivers, so they kind of know what they're building before they build it. I'm going to shoot that hawk. I think we get a much better product than what we've had in the past. So, but that's true all across the industry. I mean, the stuff that we're coming out with now is definitely way better than the stuff we had when I started doing this. I mean, if you look at this from the 80s, this Orion 225 HCCA, which, you know, back in the day was considered one of the, you know, wow, that's awesome, that is so cool. No, by today's standards, this is just an old piece of crap. It didn't do anything special. It wasn't anything cool. It's just an amplifier. But you look at amplifiers now, and it's like, holy Jesus, man! They've really, you know, they've taken a lot of things into consideration that they couldn't do back then. So it's really nice. No, he's still out back making all kinds of noise. All right, so just to recap, it is Tuesday. We will be having a show on Saturday. We'll be doing the news on Friday. And Thursday, I'll be on the High Five Eddie Network doing our shows there. Saturday, we're going to try to get Jeff Smith on the show to do show talk, in that he just went to SQology. I was at the
EMA finals.
Thank you. And then we'll be back Monday, of course, to a normal schedule. And you guys have got videos lined up for the week. I don't know what they are because I did them before I left. So that's it. All is well.
All right.
Hold on, I want to get this one. What are tips for a customer when picking up their car after an install? I have a pretty big project with a local shop, and I don't want to beg the crap out of them. Bug the crap out of them. All right. So here's the thing. Any customer anywhere, no matter how big or small the job is, make sure that you talk to them and cover every point that it is that you want to make sure you have covered. So if there's anything that you don't think you've talked to them about, go over with it. So when you drop off the car, go over with the install and say, hey, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. You may not have answers for them yet, but these are things that I'm concerned about. You know, where I want my bass knob. Are you going to do, are you paying for sound treatment? What do they think? Because if you just talk to the salesman, then sometimes you don't know what's actually the salesman has not translated it to the installer. And there again, the installer may not know yet what he's doing on your car, so you have to kind of be patient with them, because there'll be a lot of times somebody drops off their car with me. I don't know who they are. I haven't talked to this person. It was all set up by Paul, so I don't know what we're doing, and it's all new to me. So you kind of got to just be patient with them, because, eventually the salesman will talk to them. So, just make notes if you need to. Make notes. Be polite, because I will tell you, most installers are, they like their world and they don't want to be bothered from the norm. So, and you don't want to piss them off, because then it'll work through the whole install that way. Ask for progress pictures if you want them. Some guys have no problem You know, when they get done doing sound treatment, take a picture of it. You know, if they're going to be doing something where the panel's going to cover in the end, ask them to take pictures of it. Hey, could you take a couple pictures of it before you put the door panel back on? I just want to see what it looks like. Then when you're done with the install, someone needs to go out there, and if they don't, you know, or ask them at the beginning, hey, when we're done, is somebody going to go out there and show me the work that you've done? Typically, when we finish a car, we pop the hood, we show you the fuse holder. Anything that we could show you, we kind of show it to you. We show you where the amp is mounted. We show you, you know, all the visual cues that you may need. Where's your bass knob? And then we sit in the car and listen to it with you for, 10 to 15 minutes to just make sure that, you understand. If we're putting a new radio in, we'll show you how to program your phone, make sure that all works and get you going. So most good shops will go through and give you that in the end. So that's what I would expect. But the key is when you're dealing with an installer, you got to be super polite because they're not social people. Like in the morning, I'm not fun to talk to. I can tell you that right now. That's why we don't do 9 o'clock shows other than the news. Because, I need to get acclimated. I need to walk in and get ready for the day that's coming at me. So just keep that in mind. But there again, if you have concerns or you want to make sure everything's done the right way, or go over it again with the salesman. It's a normal thing. All right, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Nice.
When are you getting a haircut?
Right now, how all the situation, the shortage of barbershop, it's getting crazy. Yeah.
So there's a shortage of barbershops?
Yeah, it is.
We literally have a barbershop next door to us.
Yeah, it's a shortage. Yeah, right now.
There's a shortage?
Yeah.
So
it's like crazy.
It's like computer chips and barbers?
Exactly. Everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's insane.
Okay. Makes sense.
I know.
It's pretty hardcore. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? How are you doing today?
Oh, wonderful, man.
Yeah?
Yeah? Everything good?
Yeah?
It's time to go home.
I wish. I mean, I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. I'm still trying to... He's back. I'm back. You're back. I'm just trying to... Man, it's tough. Traveling like that is just brutal. There's just no question about it.
Of course.
Yeah, it's brutal. Couple things. So yesterday we went over some Morel stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're a new sponsor of the show. And they're going to be the sponsor here of the Instagram. So 5 and Slab Star is going to be brought to you by Morel. You can find out more about Morel at morelhifi.com. What's between a Morel and a Focal tweeter? I mean, what's the difference between them, or what's between them physically? I mean, like, that's kind of what I elaborate more on that one, please. And I'll be more than happy to answer it. May the 4th be with you today. Did you know we haven't talked about that? Did you know today was May the 4th?
Today's May the 4th.
Yeah, so May the 4th be with you. You know what that's from, right?
From Star Wars.
Good guess. When are you guys going to show us your Middler shootout? Oh, so we only have pictures. We actually didn't, but we could probably use the pictures and do. I got to think about that because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Really, what it comes down to. But I mean, truth. Truth is truth, I guess.
Truth is truth.
Yeah.
The truth's coming out.
The truth will come out. You know, we might be able to turn that into a video somehow, where we just kind of like a PowerPoint style video, because that's That's a good thought. I'll see. I'll work on that one. I'll toss it around in my brain there a little bit. Hertz is between. What's up, Natasha? Just talked to your man. He's on the phone with Casey. The reason why I called Casey, because obviously we talked yesterday about we're going to be using the new Morel.
This one's right here.
I got to get the name right. Max.
Ultra.
Thank you, Max. I was just on the website, because I was looking. So it's the Maximo Ultra 602 Mark II HEs, which someone on here yesterday stands for high efficiency. They were 100% correct. It does stand. They're not on the website yet, but they are the same basic specifications as the Maximus. They're just bringing all the speakers under one name to make life easier. Another brand in the middle of Focal and Morel. Yes, thank you. So the answer that Weber fan said, Hertz, is kind of where we fall. So if Focal is on the extreme left and Morel is on the extreme right, Hertz is kind of in the middle there. Ground Zero is kind of a lot like Hertz. And then we also have the Blam, which is kind of all scattered throughout the middle because they do so many different SKUs. But what makes them unique is they're 2 ohm. So that you can go with a smaller amplifier and run it at 2 ohm and get more power. So you can keep that smaller, more efficient amp, which is kind of cool. But for us, typically, it's going to be Hertz right there in the middle. It's a nice rocker style speaker. But if you go up to, let's say, Morel Hybrid, then that kind of takes you back into, like, it's a better version of like a Hertz sound. So they're really like pretty rocking speakers. That tweeter just jams like hardcore. Where are y'all located? We're located in Clearwater, Florida, across the street from the original Hooters. My wife and I loved our Rhine River cruise through Europe. Well, that would have been cool. I keep seeing that, the Viking Cruises, Viking Cruise Line. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks like it'd be really fun. It's a smaller boat. It's not like a big boat. I'm not doing that.
Oh, really?
No, they want to do it with Disney. So until Obi-Wan looks very good. I don't know, man. Does it, though? I mean, I don't know. My standards are way too high, and I've been nothing but disappointed so far with all this nonsense.
Yeah.
I hope the Kicker 2.5 is in the middler competition. It is in the middler competition, and that's why the competition actually... It's not a competition. Short story long, basically what happens is I was not a fan of the Kicker middler, and it got back to Steve Irby that I was not a fan of it, and he reached out to me to basically wonder why. And so we didn't just want to tell him that, I don't like him and that's that. So we did a test where we took 8 different middlers in the same setting, meaning we had a microphone positioned the same way, we had the volume set, we had the EQ flat, we had everything everything but speaker was changed. So the grill was on top, and all we did was put different middlers in and get the RTA curve from them playing Pink Noise, and recorded that, sent them all to him, and basically said, this is why I'm not a fan. And it was like, oh, okay. So I don't know if it was ever meant to get out, but it is what it is. And also what was cool about it was I've never taken the time to see what a middler is actually putting out, and it was amazing. That's why we should share it, because it was just unique to see some of the patterns of sound that they all had, and it was really weird. And you could tell the difference right away, like, oh yeah, that's that sound, and then this is a more complete. So it was very, very unique. So I don't know if it's good or bad either way, but it was actually a really good learning experience for us, and because I'm not like the biggest middler guy, like I'm not a fan, or high frequency mid range, whatever you want to call it, but and yeah, so it was kind of a cool learning experience. That's why I would love to let you guys see it, because it was really cool. Do you have any knowledge on Morel fixing one of their speakers due to owner error bought from a certified dealer? You know what? Just give them a call. They're pretty cool. If they can help you, they will. I mean, that's usually what happens. Morel America, hello, my favorite audio driver company. Yeah, definitely. You can find them at morelhifi.com. What state, city y'all located in? I just answered that. Still the same. Hasn't changed. It's 5-star, a ZZ2 dealer. As a matter of fact, we are. And would you guys like to see some ZZ2 stuff in action? I bet you would. This car right here, this is a Lexus RC200T. And we just got done doing the wireless system in it from ZZ. Funny you should ask. There's the box, ZZ2. And it's wireless or wired. So we added in our USB right here. And to get this system in, you have to remove the screen. You have to remove the radio. So you got to take all this area apart right here. This is not a touchscreen, so everything is controlled through this cool.
This, not that.
Oh, not the. I'm sorry. There's 2 buttons. There's a lot of buttons going on here.
A lot of knobs.
A lot of knobs.
1, 2,
3, 4. Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So we'll turn this on. I might have hit it too many times.
Yeah.
Yep, I hit it too many times. So this boots up. Now this is wireless, but we've already unpaired all our devices after testing it, so we don't want to pair it back up. So we're just going to plug into the. So you have to play in this particular car. You put it on aux. All right, so that's a key feature there. You plug your phone in, or wait for it to power up, and then what's going to come up is this screen right here. This is the loading screen, and then it automatically flips over to CarPlay. And so now what you do is you can obviously use your phone, but you can use that jog knob to go through. And why are you calling Gabby?
I don't know.
Okay, I was gonna say.
This is just.
Yep.
Follow me. There you go.
There you go. So as you can see, it's high. Yep.
Then she's calling back.
She's calling back because she thinks she fell in the well. All right, so go to now playing. So you turn the dial. So he's turning the dial in this particular one because it's not touchscreen. And you do that, and then there you go. Now press play. See? And so now you have music. And that's how that works.
Yeah.
And Android Auto works the same way. But yeah, so that's this. Now, if you want to use like the ZZ2 Air, which is for wireless CarPlay, if your car already has CarPlay, that's what I currently use right now. And then I also have, which I'm dying to get in, but I've just been so busy, is the Zeus. Wow. So, hey, from Portugal, what's happening? So, yeah, there you go. What's it? Okay, dude, Clearwater, Florida. That's where we're at. It's okay. I really like my Hertz. I don't have Hertz. I have a bunch of Audison stuff. Not in my cards. I just bought a bunch of it and was eventually going to put it in Sue's car. But, no, it's good stuff, man. Hertz is good stuff. That was Fernando's first love. That was his first love, you know?
Yeah.
Dang. Them Morel ZZ2 Nanos are thin. They are thin and they sound super sexy. Does Morel have a bright tweeter in the lineup? Okay, so when you say bright tweeter, there's a metal tweeter is you have metal, you have cloth, and they have totally different sound signatures. They're both loud. Okay, they both get equally as loud. The difference is a metal tweeter is a hard dome of some kind, whether it be inverted or not, and that's going to give you a different performance than a cloth dome tweeter, because it's hard, so it's going to have different characteristics. And if one of those characteristics, I like to talk about like broken glass. That THX broken glass Terminator sound. Obviously, a metal tweeter is going to do that more intensely than, let's say, a silk soft dome tweeter. But I can tell you that they are both very loud. When we put Fernando's hybrids in his car, the first thing I had to do was go back and turn them down because they were just so intense. It was like, wow. So yeah, it's not. If the question is loudness, then yes, they're equally as loud. If you really want like that tick, then you want a hard dome tweeter. I mean, that's just hard dome. It hurts so good. Yeah. Anyone else in their family make a shallow speaker like the Morel? No, nobody makes anything like the ZZ2 Nano. That's their baby, man. That's copyright. They were the first to market with something that successful. Let me tell you what, and it is awesome. Like, there is no speaker like that on the planet. Alpine Type X tweeter. Type X tweeter is a big soft dome. It's not a hard dome. It's a soft dome. Now the previous generation R-Type was a hard dome. And then this, of course, is the last year for the X-Type. The X-Type are going away to be replaced by the Status. And think the status is this cloth dome also. And I don't remember what the new R series is, because, yeah. What kind of sound treatment is best or easiest to work with for the full baked potato?
I don't know which one is best, but what we're using here is the Stinger,
The Roadkill,
the Roadkill,
Stealth,
Ultimate.
Yeah.
So, and they easy to work.
Well, okay, or would it be easier just to buy the Ground Zero kit?
Yeah, Ground Zero kit too. Yeah.
Yeah, because that stuff's pretty easy to work with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want the ultimate 2-door kit, just pick up the Ground Zero kit. That's enough for 2 doors, and it's enough to do a full baked potato, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say So maybe pick up the Ground Zero kit, but otherwise, yeah, we use the Stinger Roadkill stuff. Can AudioControl LC 1.800 push 2 8-inch CT sound mezzos to its full potential? There's a guy selling an amp for $350 and considering picking it up. Well, it's between, they probably tap out at about 900 watts is what you're going to get out of that AudioControl.
These speakers are like 800.
I don't know. So I mean, if you're there again, it taps out at about 900 watts. So if you need more power than that, then it's not going to do the job.
Not full potential.
It was a pleasure to meet you guys at your store. Hey, man. Thanks for stopping by.
That's Jay.
Jay's along.
California.
Yeah, I love Jay. Jay was fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get to see him next year.
On any of those launch fests.
Or SEMA. We'll be at SEMA.
Yeah, too.
Can the Hertz SPL series be used for SQ? It's a speaker. Of course it can be used for SQ. The thing you have to keep in mind is it's 107 dB of efficiency. 1 watt, 107 dB. It means it's god-awful loud. You are going to need a DSP to tame that thing down. But, yes, it is... It's an interesting speaker to work with for sure. You can have a lot of fun with it. Will it be the one that you end up going with forever? I don't know. But when you apply a DSP... We can shut the engine off so I don't kill the battery. Hit the button. Once you start playing with it, you will have a lot of fun. You've been disappointed since Return of the Jedi came out. Nothing as good as... Yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, I didn't mind the last 3 Star Wars movies. Like, watching them was fun, but then going back and looking at them, you're just like, oh, those kind of sucked. So... But it was still neat, and I still enjoy it. I think I'd be happier if I didn't have to wait every week. Like, Boba Fett came out. For one, that sucked. Boba Fett sucked. But that's just because I've been a fan my whole life, and then to see what they did with it, it was just kind of like, really? That's what we're going to get? So we've waited for a live-action Boba Fett movie for 30 years, and that's what we get? Mm-hmm. You guys suck. Single regular cab truck is 6-channel DSP overkill. No. You need as many DSP channels as you're going to be using. I mean, if you're just doing front rear sub or front tweeter, front mid sub, 6 channels is plenty. But you have to have as many channels DSP as you want to actually EQ. So, if you're just doing front rear sub, then yeah, 6 channels will get the job done. But I don't know what you're doing, so I have a Helix. I have a Helix V8. Channels are not bridge, but I want more power to my Illusion 8-inch door. Can I use the biamp passive crossover to use 4 channels to power just the mid bass? No. You're going to want to get just a bigger amplifier and use the output of the V8 to power that amplifier. Those are pre-bridged channels on that amplifier. So if you want more power, just get a bigger 2-channel amp and come out of the V8 if you're already using those channels, and that's going to kind of suck. But yeah, you're not getting any more. Really, you'd need a 2-ohm version of it, and I don't think they make a 2-ohm version of it. That's how you get more power out of an amplifier. There's no bridging. And even in biamp mode, you're still getting the same amount of power. You're not getting any more power out of it. Yeah, I would just get a bigger amp just to power those. JL or the new just released Alpines. There you go. A lot of middlers are designed with the fact that they'll be reflecting off a windshield too. Hey, way to think of that one. And you're right. And that's probably part of the problem, is that not everyone designed their mid-range with this style, like this application. So this is how majority of the mid-range middlers or high frequency mid-range are going to mount. But when you design a speaker and you test it like this, guess what? Its sound signature is going to change drastically. So when designing a speaker, you kind of got to know your market, and not everybody does. It's okay, it happens. That's why you come out with a new one. You know, or make a change necessary to fix it. Sometimes it's just a running change. It's as simple as that. You know, you go, oh, well, you know what? Maybe you need to tweak the speaker just a tad. Hey, Mr. Austria, did you bring pretzels and strudel sauce or whatever? No, back. Just kidding. Glad you're back safe. You're the only one, man. You're the only one. And yes, amplifiers do have to match. I guess he said he had a Lexus. What's next? You're heading to his car for some Tupac. Oh, jeez. Hey, what's up, Oscar?
Hey, Oscar.
Oh, text her, Fernando. Let's prank call Fernando. Go right ahead, man. ARC audio dealers anywhere in Tampa Bay area? Actually, yes. Good friends of ours. OTS. So OTS of Oldsmar is the ARC audio dealer in town.
Yep.
So just go in and ask for Chris. He'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know why. It's like, yeah, just go ask for Chris. He was just at the showdown over in Texas where Oscar was. He was competing there with his ARC audio car.
With Oscar, yeah.
Yeah. So ZZ2 does work with Android now. In this particular application, according to the instruction manual, it works. This is a plug-and-play kit, not an add-on kit. So this particular kit is a solutions kit where you have to pull half the car apart in order to add the feature to it. It's T-harness. All this fun us. We have not tested the wireless Android Auto feature in it because
why?
We don't have Android phones.
That
Sorry.
makes sense.
But we'll find out soon enough. Was there anything you saw at Emma Finals that you wish you could get in the U.S.? Pretty much all the Phoenix Gold stuff was kind of cool. A lot of they have like 3 DSP amplifiers at a DSP. There was this brand that made this really cool amplifier that I just thought really looked cool. Hold on. So I took a bunch of the catalogs. And I learned so you guys familiar with Vibe? Has anybody ever looked at this stuff? Vibe. This is a British company. I got a chance to talk with these guys. That was pretty cool. They make some really neat stuff that just like we're gonna have to work on that because they're pretty cool. Anyways, this stuff here, Audio Systems, they make like this amplifier here. They're showing you how they build all this cool stuff. They're not here in the US. This series here of amplifiers, this one, they had a couple different versions of this that I just thought looked super cool. They're compact. It wasn't gigantic. It was probably, so what do we got? You got a F. It was probably this guy here. So what do we got? 320 times 50 times, that's the size. So this is the 100 by 4 is pretty cool. 170 by 4, 60 by 6. It's probably this one here. But no, I'd love to get my hands on some of this stuff here. This was Twister. Wow, yeah, because it's got the fans built into it. This looked really cool. I like that. And then, you know, in the Phoenix Gold, which I showed you guys on the live show, they had this is their DSP, which we got to take a look at, and they got DSP amplifiers and stuff like that. And then, like, they still make the Explode, which is cool. Sony still makes Explode, which I was, you know, I it's funny because I feel like, how many of you guys would buy an Explode amp? Like, I know a lot of you guys love the Sony Explode stuff, and they still make these. So this is a 70x4, and then this is a 65x2 or 500 watt, you know, if you bridge it. Like, would you guys be interested in this stuff? Would this stuff sell here in the US? I think it would. I think you guys would still be into that. There was also, which in the video you'll see, there was some freaking super sexy speakers. Like, oh my God, they were just like a lot of beautiful speakers that are just like, they were artwork. They're in like glass display cases and stuff, which is like where they belong. I don't know how good they sound, but man, they were sexy. Amp needs to sell that here in the US. I can tell you right now, that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen at all. Nice. Yeah. Jacksonville, Florida, checking in. Anybody buy the new Focal slates yet? Maybe the lab could get them. I think we're going to, because I'm going to make them send me a pair, to be honest with you. Because if they want to sponsor the show, I think that'd be the next thing to get our hands on. They did have them there, so I got to touch and feel them. But yeah, I really want to get my hands on those. If you guys didn't catch the Instagram, what we did live from there, you might want to do that, because a lot of the stuff we got to take a look at, and it was pretty interesting. Time to start bitching at Jeff. Jeff can't do anything, man. Jeff's hands are tied. It's not his thing. And the other thing too is, you know, they just bought AudioControl, so, you know, and Phoenix Gold is just not worked out here. I don't even want to get into it, because there's so many things. Jeff tried very hard. I mean, that's just really what it came down to. And who wants to blame anybody? It's nobody's fault. It just didn't work out. It's somebody's fault, but it's you know, who you gonna? Why do we want to point blame? Just move on. Just move on, right? You know, it's the past. It's happened. It's okay.
Oh, congratulations, man! You got 4 third places.
Did you guys
Cool.
Did you guys see the guys from Studio In-Car or Peter from PS Sounds? Actually, yes. I met Peter. There again, another Peter. Yeah, Peter walked up behind me and he's like, "Dude," and I was like, "Hey," and he's like, "You don't know who I am?" I go, "Yeah, I do. You're the dude from PS Audio." And he's like, "Sound," and I said that. But yeah, no, we actually shot a clip together that's going to be in the video, and I think he dropped like, I think he said like shit or something like that. I don't remember. It was kind of funny. I was like, now I'm gonna have to edit that out, which I probably won't. But no, he was cool. I got to spend. We didn't have a lot of time because he was running behind. But yeah, it was pretty neat. I hung out with a couple guys from Britain that were really cool.
Studio In-Car.
I didn't get to meet him.
Were they there?
No, I don't know if they were there or not. I mean, there wasn't a lot of Brits there.
No.
No, Jason and his little partner, and another Peter. We'll just call him Peter the Brit. And so, like, Peter apparently is a really popular name over there, because there's 2 Peters that work for Ground Zero. You have German Peter and you have Swedish Peter. Totally different people, and like Swedish Peter is really cool. He's the guy that like, awesome dude. Fucking, I would love to get him on the show, just because he's like this Swedish Andy Waymeyer. He's just a genius, and like when we were sitting at dinner, we got to hear all about how the uraniums came to be, and the process behind building them, and just all the work that goes into that speaker, and just like, man, I tell you what, I'll say this. The new stuff that Ground Zero has coming out, I can't wait to play with. Because, I just can't wait. And it's obviously can't talk about it. But we did show you enough stuff while we were there. Like, we showed you that big-ass amplifier that they got coming out with. I'm going to tell you right now that if you have to ask how much it is, that ain't for you. And that thing's going to be a beast. I mean, just how it's built and all the pieces that go into it, and which you'll get to see in the video, because I do have Swedish Peter telling everyone about it. So that's in the video. I forgot that we filmed that. So, and I haven't edited the video yet, so I just got home. So hopefully I'll get that out next week, which will be really cool. Did you take a look at the new Helix stuff? Yes, actually, Julian himself gave us a tour of the new software. I got to meet the engineer who designed the software. I told him to get back to work. I don't know what he's doing here, playing around. He just laughed. So yes, we got to see all of that, which was really cool. Julian and his dad are like super cool dudes. We actually ran into them because Doug, who used to work for MSC, was there. Now works for HKI, which handles Ground Zero. But when we were in Frankfurt, we all took the same plane over to Austria. So we sat in the airport and talked with Julian and his dad and the wives and all that, and it was really cool. They're super, dude. Dude, I gotta tell you, man. Like when I say these people are super cool, I mean, damn it, man. These people are super cool. I mean,
super nice.
Dude, everyone at everyone at Ground Zero was super awesome. German Peter was really cool. You guys get to meet him because we interviewed him. It was just an awesome experience, man. Everyone was so cool, so nice. Loved all my Swedish fans that were there, all the boys that we hung out with. Yeah, they were all from Switzerland. They all make that too.
Did you eat fish?
I did not. No, I actually, yes. One of them did have a bucket full of Swedish fish, and I was like, "This is awesome," because Swedish fish is, as you know, yummy as can be. Man, it was just cool, man. I swear to God, it was like everyone there was so super cool, so super chill. The funniest thing was, as we know, Ground Zero has a huge SPL part of the company, and so Swedish Peter hooks me up with the gentleman that is in charge of that, and they took me over to let me listen to the car that they had just finished, some form of an SUV, and had a bunch of subs, bunch of amps. It was crazy loud, like nonsensical, just like stupid. And we're sitting there, and he's playing the song, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I was like, here, play this song. And I put our Deadmau5 track on that we played when we were driving the kicker truck to Oklahoma that we'd always play when you guys would ask us to do a demo. And oh my God, dude, they were like, oh, this is the track, man. So when I'm back over there later that day, that's what they were all jamming to. It was pretty funny. So way to go, Deadmau5, coming in clutch, making everybody have a great time. Any sub suggestions for a 2003 Dodge Ram 1500 crew cab? No airspace. Check out the Kicker Comp RTs, the L7Ts, like L7 T8s they take no airspace at all, like very little airspace. And you can buy them in their pre-made boxes, might actually fit. But yeah, check those out. Hello guys.
What's up?
Steve Honda Tech here. What's up, man?
Steve Honda.
Audio mobile subs.
Audio mobile.
Yes, that's another shallow mount round. That's an alternative.
Really good.
Yep. Thanks, Oscar, for pointing that out. I always forget about them. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What's up, Angel? Angel's in the house. Angel. I was just thinking, yeah, we can, because Brian asked about it on the live show. So right now, Mobile Solutions Expo is coming up next year, in February or March? February. Is it March? It doesn't matter. It's February or March. Either way, The price is going to stay the same. We know that. So if it was like $800 or something like that, so it's going to stay the same. It's going to be times 10. We're not going to get into that. But what we are going to talk about, because Brian mentioned it on the live show he was on, so that means we can talk about it. We're going to be doing a clean wire build-off, clean wire challenge. Competition. So that is going to be coming up at there. And the reason why I pointed out is because we're still working on the details as far as how we're going to pick the 4 contestants. But there's going to be amplifier. So, like, I think they're going to get to keep all this stuff. I don't know. That's going to be something we're going to have to find out. Like, because why would he want it back? I don't know. He's Brian. He might want to keep it because he likes to keep stuff like that.
Right.
But, either way,
I mean, the details are coming.
Yeah.
Later, yeah.
Illusion and DD Audio have inverted magnet subs for shallow mounting. And so does Arc Audio. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Can I be in your team? We're actually not going to have a team.
No.
So we're going to be in charge of it. So we get to be the commentators. It's going to be our show. So it's going to be our event that we're putting on there for. So we have. And it's going to be 4 singles. So we have to figure out. We're going to pick 4 people to do it. So that's going to be fun. You're going to get there's going to be like. I don't want to get into the details, but just to know if you're planning on going to Master Tech Expo and you're a clean wire junkie,
it's going to be 4 people.
We're going to be 4 people. They're still going to do the build-off, so you're still going to have the opportunity to get involved in the build-off too. So, but a clean wire competition, right? I know.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So we're working on the details right now to try to get everything like hammered down as far as how it's going to go.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Man, dude.
All
I have to say is this. If you went to Master Tech Expo last year, all right, it was fun. Or this year, it was fun. It was cool. We had a lot of good times. Master Tech Expo next year, Jesus Christ, man. Just blowing the roof off of it. Now that we've done one and he understands how it's supposed to work, it's going to be insane. It's just going to be insane. I'm not going to steal any of his thunder. The only reason why we can talk about this is because he talked about it already in public, so we can mention it, but nothing else. Nothing else. I can already think of a couple guys. Good.
Yeah. Hey.
Too bad I suck at it.
Yes, you do, buddy.
He does.
Yes,
he does. He's a fabricator's dream come true, but wiring, bro. You suck! You should be ashamed of yourself. Which 4-channel amplifier would you go with? Alpine RA60s or Rockford Punch P? The P600.4 is a nice amplifier for sure. I'm a fan of the Alpine amplifiers, though. Alpine does have the R-type amplifiers. Or you ask me, would I go? Oh, no, that's what you're asking. Would I go with the R60 or the Rockford Punch 604? Okay, sorry, I read that wrong. That's a good question. I guess I'd need to know how much power.
Rockford?
So you got the Rockford
Alpine
Punch or Alpine? I was thinking speakers. I read it as speakers, so I apologize there. It's sometimes brain doesn't always work. Man, that's a tough one.
I pick Rockford.
I mean, Rockford's a solid bet because I know it's going to be more power, but I would also suggest looking at like the Mini T's or the M5s, just because I like those amplifiers a lot. IRTA individual retirement technical women and children. It's the IRTA Women and Children's Fund. I need to start practicing. So what? Okay, so Angel is okay, but is it his son, or is it the guy with the hair?
No, Isai. Well, but they both do.
I know, but one is better than the other. No offense, Angel.
I don't know. That's like I say. It's like the guys have to submit.
That's why I only made about 20 times group cover.
What's that?
Oh, he's talking about how many times he's made the group cover, the Clean Wire Club.
Yeah.
Can't we have fun? We're all just having fun, right? Type R Alpines and the Type R Integras. Have you seen any of the Alpine F1 line? You mean the F1 status? Yeah, we actually have a whole video on the whole thing.
Touch it.
Touched it, sat in it. Steve Brown did. We just haven't edited it yet. So right now we kind of have this week all done as far as videos go. I think I missed one day. I think I might have missed today actually.
Come on, man. Seriously?
I don't know, because I thought I was going to come back and actually be awake enough to do a video. But so I'm hoping to get those up here real soon. Don't forget Sunday is Mom's Day. Oh, I haven't. She keeps reminding me. I would say Rockford because I had noise issues when my DSP sent more than 4 volts to the amp. Okay, I can understand that. I see what you're saying. How often do secured products hold up in major accidents? I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, over the years, I really haven't had an issue where something's come back because the car was in an accident. I can't. Yeah, I mean, either people are really good at driving, but I don't know. That's,
Yeah, no, I haven't, no.
Oh, and Angel says, Isa is super dope for sure. He is.
Yeah.
And he's got great hair.
Yeah, he does.
He has great hair.
He's like, what's up, man?
I don't know what that has to do with his hair, but as someone losing theirs, I can totally appreciate his. Thoughts on an M5 on 2 P312 or 10s? If you're talking about the monoblock, the 1001, I think is what it is. The M5 1001. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the 804, 1005. We use that one all the time. All right, so when we have the budget and we have the space, the 1001 and the 804, we use those guys. I love using that combo.
Yeah.
For one, I can take those stupid ass plugs off and just plug them in and not use them as marine amplifiers. I have to say that because Rock gets ticked if I don't. And I zip tie the wires down so they don't pull out of the amplifiers, just because. And I never recommend you modding anything on your amplifier. But, big shout out to those.
Yeah.
Mother's Day is May 10th for us, Hispanic people.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
What is the difference?
A few more days.
Oh, good. Okay, there you go. Thanks. Kind of cool with the re-uploads this week. Hey, kind of cool for not complaining about it. That's how I look at it. We had such a big catalog, and I just, obviously I couldn't get videos edited up. We're running out of them, unfortunately. But yeah, it's kind of nice to put all those in one easily searchable thing, so you don't have to worry about finding 1 through 40 on these. But no, thank you for liking them. Yeah. I think it's fun because some of them are old and it's still good information. Although, what is it? Bubba, sorry, it's
Bubba?
No. Oh no, Chris from Best Buy reached out to me and was like, "Oh, dude, you guys have more of those Q-Class 1005?" And I was like, "No, man, it's an old video. It's an old video. It's like 2-3 years old." But I was looking at those videos earlier, and I was like, "Damn, this was way before the laser." Yes, exactly. Yeah. But it's still good content. It's still entertaining, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But yes, it was way before the laser. The laser is so much nicer. Today we've been just burning out a bunch of the wire rulers because apparently everyone likes blue. So if you've been waiting on your clean wire ruler from Mobile Solutions, then I sent them 24 before I went on vacation. I got 26 more to send them, so I got those printed. I'll get those out tomorrow. You could tell they're old by the radio you guys used.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and I looked younger, so that's Fernando looks like a little kid in some of those.
Place.
You do?
Nah.
Yeah. And equipment installed. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the nice thing about install videos is that it's the okay. Are there better processes? There's always a better process. But the information is still good because the process still works. So if you don't have a laser, well, you have these techniques you can use.
Right.
Putting in a radio is pretty universal. So, like, it hasn't changed much. It's just new product.
Got the factory plug and just,
is your laser entry level, mid, or top tier Glowforge? It is the middle Glowforge.
It's the plus.
It's the plus because Fernando keeps reminding me. It's the Plus. The difference is, I think there's the pass-through, and I don't know if the head is a little more intense. I think the head might be a little bit more powerful. I don't know. The Glowforge is a great little laser to have, and for what we do, it works wonderfully. If I was like Oscar, where I'm making big, full builds with it and whatnot, then obviously
big panels.
Big panels. I think a bigger one would be definitely nice, but he also has a little bit more room than we do. So,
tons of room, yeah.
Which reminds me, we'll get to go see it in August.
In August in Dallas.
Yeah, we're gonna be in Dallas in August. We're gonna swing by. Surprise. I say it because you can't even get radios right now. Maybe you, but not us.
Just call me. I got some play.
You got some pull?
I got plenty of radios.
You got plenty of radios? You got some
radios, bro.
Yeah. Alright, what's going on, guys? Good to see you back safely. Because it was 4 planes, 23 hours to get back here safely. And that's
crazy.
It's actually, you know what, if you think about it, because I had a 12-hour layover, so it wasn't actually 23 hours. It would have been, because I left Sunday at 6 their time, which would have been noon our time. So Sunday at noon, and got back Monday at 10 p.m. So my day started Sunday at noon our time, Eastern Standard Time, and I landed here Monday at 10 p.m. That's how long that trip back was, because there was a 12-hour nap, or a 12-hour layover, which turned out to be about a 4-hour nap, which was kind of nice, but my company has a bunch of radios. What's up, guys? So speaking of lasers, update. I got on my eyes. Oh, Friday.
Cool,
that's right. I was like, wait a minute, what? I could finally take my shades off and enjoy my new vision. That is awesome, man.
Cool.
Congratulations, when I was younger, I thought about doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I'm not gonna say I'm glad I didn't, because I would have had like a good 5 or 6 years.
I think it's a little bit more than that, because Gabby did that and she got, I don't know. Yeah, she got more than 5.
I wouldn't have gotten more than 5 because my eyes have changed between now and then. Right. So,
I probably at 5. You're right.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but no, man, enjoy it.
Yeah,
you're braver than
awesome.
me.
There you go.
And have more money than I did back then. Doing a sub in the front anytime soon? No. Do we want to? Yes. That was the one cool thing. We had talked about it. Actually, we had talked about it after we met up with the brand subwoofer that Oscar just mentioned.
I forgot his name. Is it Steve? Too?
I don't know. I was just trying to think of the brand. Automobile. When we were looking at the Automobile guy, we were like, man, that'd be cool to do like one of their 8-inch in the glove box. And then when I went over there and I saw everyone put subwoofers in the glove box, I was like, all right, well, we got to do that. But I was thinking like an L7T 8-inch, because those like take no airspace, and that would probably be pretty cool.
I was thinking 15-inch.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. That's way too much time for me. Airport time for me. It is, but you know what? At the end of the day, who's going to complain? I mean, I was in Austria, dude, at a freaking sound competition. Did you see the pictures I took? I mean, come on. Like, who doesn't want to see that stuff? I'm trying to fit a Boss floating radio in my Tesla. You know what? Harness the yeah, okay. Yep.
Probably faster than the Tesla.
Yeah. Congrats on good vision.
That's Matt.
Matt from Audio Mobile.
That's
there you
right.
go.
Matthew.
With the awesome business cards.
He's tall, man.
And he's got awesome business cards.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He's tall.
I was planning on doing one, but Jeff said no.
Hey.
I can understand that. I never both had laser over 15 years ago. They do need readers, but not like glasses. They needed in the past, thick enough to see into the future.
you go.
And there again, I know plenty of guys like Tommy. Jesus Christ, Tommy's blind worse than I am. Like,
oh really?
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's like
Don't
nuts.
take him at night.
yeah. So, no, I mean, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I asked my eye doctor about it, and she was like, yeah, you could do it. And
Is that you too old for that shit?
I would not do it now. No, I don't care at this point. I mean, what does it matter? It's like I'm not trying to go out on a date. Besides, it's like, everyone will be like, oh my God, Dean looks so weird. I don't recognize him. It's like,
Yeah.
Although I will say this was funny.
Where's Dean?
Yeah, exactly. The one funny thing that did happen when we were there, I met this gentleman, Jason, who I've apparently been friends with on Facebook for a long time. I've talked to before, and he has a shop. Jason and Peter, and anyways. And when I walked out of the hotel to go on my walk, where I took the first picture I posted on Facebook, he was smart and he looked at my shoes. So he goes, "That is Dean," because he's wearing those stupid shoes. So later that night when we were down in the lobby waiting to go out to dinner, he walked up and because he knew it was me because I had my shoes and he followed directions.
Here,
Yeah, you're the only guy. You're the only guy in the country that's got those dumbass shoes. When are you going to put out a video on as soon as we do one? As soon as we do a Bronco, we'll put out a video on it. I have a couple that I just gotta. I gotta get back to the customers on. So, but yes, we'll be doing one soon enough. I want an Illusion and my footwell. Here you go, Oscar.
Yeah.
You should do it. Boss floating radios, T-shaped will suffice. Yeah, put a Tesla radio in a Tesla. What's up, guys? I got LASIK 5 years ago. Best thing ever did. Don't need any type of corrective lenses. Can see for miles.
There you go.
See, there you go. But couldn't see the BS the other shop did. Just kidding.
That was awesome. That was great.
You guys are great.
That was awesome. That was bad, man.
That was bad. Boom.
Finally, it worked.
Way to go, Oscar. Way to go. Stay away from O2 Outbacks with HK system. Consider yourself warned. All right, Angel. I get you. I hear you. And what did we just do? What Subaru did we just do where we pulled all that crap out?
That was Brent's car, no?
No. We just did it like a week ago. We pulled out all the stuff and put a new radio in it and pulled out all the. He didn't have the HK system though, thank God. No, but we just pulled everything out. He's like, just get all that crap out of it. I don't want any of it. I was like, okay, but yeah. All right, guys, listen, it has been an utter blast talking with you. Thank you so much for playing with us today. If you're interested in a really awesome speaker line, head over, or just to check it out. I'm all for going on to websites and just digging through and seeing what everybody makes. I think it's a lot of fun. I remember we talked about that on one show, but then we got sidetracked and never got back to it.
Right.
But we will. And right now, go to morelhifi.com, check them out, see what they have. Just if you've never seen the Virtus Nano Carbon, the pancake speaker, just take a look at that. It's pretty awesome. And
the new line.
Unless you have T harnesses and a DSR 122. We do have T harnesses because they love us, and we do have DSR ones because they love us too. But anyways, check out morelhifi.com.
Yep.
Proud sponsor of the show. You guys have a wonderful night. Don't forget, today is Wednesday, so tomorrow is Thursday as the calendar goes, and we'll be live over on the High 580 network doing reverse polarity, side jag, and then Friday we'll be doing High Level Talk, the news Friday morning. And everybody needs a set of MM2s no matter what. Oh, no kidding, right?
Dude, those MM2s are great.
Shh, don't tell anyone. Some of the best middlers on the market are the MM2s. Not even marketed for it, but their curve on the MM2. Oh, boy.
Just don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing, though, because don't tell anybody about the MM2s.
Don't tell them.
But yes, the MM2s make wonderful middlers, especially if you're going to be putting them up here in the dash. These guys up here. I'm trying to end the show, but all right, guys, listen.
Bye, guys.
You guys have a wonderful night. See you later. Bye. What?
Is that the song?
I mean, it's a song, but I mean, you kind of took it out of context. You know. Yeah, don't lose that. I need that. I don't need the radio. Leave the box. Put that next to the Kenwood. I mean, we don't need that much room. Were we saving these for anything?
I was thinking.
I'm just. What were you thinking?
All right, so.
You want to make a plant?
At home.
Yeah, I mean, there's more over there.
I know, but then you put like a
light in the bottom.
Yeah, and then it's like. No, probably.
Seriously? Oh, so you're still thinking about it? Well, here's more. Here's more.
I know.
Here's a whole bunch more. Hey guys, how you doing? So this is the scrap left over from making wire rulers. We actually have got it so efficient that this is what we have left over when we're done. Between making all the rulers, probably get rid of the big pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Where you can get your wire ruler? Mobile Solutions USA.
No, you forgot the. There's like, isn't there like a dash or an underscore, or is it just, I don't know. Maybe it is.
SolutionsUSA.com.
You sure?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's not that hard.
Evening, guys. What's going on? An SC430 is what's going on, guys. You want to know what sucks more than working on an SC430? You want to know what sucks more than it? What sucks more than working on an SC430?
Fixing
an SC430. Holy crap, guys. These things are not that hard to work on. And apparently...
I mean, they hard to work on.
Okay, they're hard to work on.
If you have the right piece.
If you watch the video or anything...
Come on, guys.
You know, somebody was... Here's the gripe for the day. Just because you found some way to half-ass something, don't pat yourself on the back thinking that you're like, oh, I did this amazing job. I figured it out. No.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. No, I'm sure whoever did this install, and we know who did, was like, oh, I did great, man. I got this thing working. But working wrong is still wrong, you know?
And it's because it's working, that doesn't mean it's the right thing. So
Mondays, SC4. Yeah, we did one last week, too.
Yeah,
or did we do one this week? I feel like I don't even know what week it is. We're still in the same week, right? Didn't I come back and work on one of these? Yeah, we did one on Monday. That was this week. Holy crap.
This is a nightmare.
This one is bad, though. This one was all...
This one is really bad.
It's like...
it was. Not better because...
Have you installed the Focal drop-in kit for the BMW X5? No, I haven't. I'm sure.
No, we did front speakers.
I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fernando says yes. We'll go with him because...
Yes, we did.
Oddly enough, he remembers that, and he forgets everything, so... It's all right, man. It's all right.
Yeah, we did some.
When connecting an aftermarket stereo, the OE harness is still there, right? Yeah. I mean, that's the idea, is that you want to make sure you go and find what harness you need. So, like, for example, this car, SC430,
yeah.
If you're going to do this car, that is a Beatsonic piece.
Oh,
so
you're not cutting the harness?
This they make a harness that plugs right in. But what these bags of douche did is they decided to not do that, and they cut everything apart. Fernando's been in the trunk for the last hour and a half.
Thankfully, I'm sure I can fit in there. Come on, guys.
And soldering everything back together so that we can get it back to the original glory and put a new radio in it with CarPlay and all that fun stuff.
Cut the back, cut the front.
Oh, and we also...
the radio.
We figured out why his Bluetooth didn't work.
Installing the Bluetooth, make sure...
Don't cut the wire.
Cutting the wire.
So, what's up, Oscar?
Hey, man.
Anyways, that's the frustration for the day. We're still waiting to get more parts because he needs to bring us the factory radio so that we can reprogram the factory amplifier, as well as make sure, basically just reprogram the factory amplifier. We need the factory radio to do that. Plus, we're hoping that the brackets that are missing are still on the factory radio. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, it's going to add another couple hours to the install. Yay! So... good times. But we got a box today from AudioControl.
Yes.
Ooh, and we haven't opened it. At all. And we wanted to. Normally the bombs would be open. We're not gonna lie. We do cheat sometimes because we can't wait. I'm not gonna lie. So.
But this one, it's.
What's up from Norway?
Hey.
Open it. We're going to open it. Fernando, please, open the box. Open the box, Brad Pitt. Open the box. Show us. We're gonna show you.
And the new amplifier is...
Really?
Oh, no.
Oh, that one's got my name on it.
Wow, look at that.
I think you just pull this.
Oh, that's what you do? Mobile?
Yeah. No, this. Just pull that. Or just use a knife and cut the damn thing.
For me, it's...
You do whatever works for you.
I don't know. I'm trying to, man.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Audio Control Partner of the Year.
Oh, wow. This is
it's-
actually the print.
Oh, wait, it's different than last year.
Wow. The
Yeah.
other one that's different.
The other one was cloth. Yeah.
Now makes sense.
Now it makes sense? Well, there you go.
Now you can print this.
I didn't know you could either, but now we know. He's got all the cool toys.
I know.
You're right. No one is going to know. They're going to know. They're not going to know. Anyway, so a close-up view of these. I know you guys have probably seen these online. I believe Mark and Steve got them. So let's take a quick look at what they actually made these out of. Because I know other than everyone going, thank you, Audio Control. You guys are amazing. And then you are, and you guys know that. This is made out of half-inch blown PVC. So this is all half-inch blown PVC, what the material we used to make our amplifier racks on. But then, let's wait for this to... There you go. Then you could see where this is like printed on here.
Pretty cool.
Last year, this was a cloth that was stretched over the top of it. So this year, they changed it up a little bit. They also, last year, these were all square. And the plexi on the front was like this. So now the whole thing. This is 1/4-inch plexi, and it is it's cut from the back.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, so there you go. That's what they're making these out of. That's pretty awesome. Thank you, Audio Control. It's pretty neat. I think last year it did come with a hook, an elaborate hook system, but this year it doesn't. What?
It's better than finding a head in the box.
It is better. Well, that's why I said, what's up, Brad Pitt? But no, thank you, Audio Control, for this. This is pretty cool. It'll go next to the 2020 version
Why
of
you
that.
don't bring it over here?
I don't know, because I don't like going. I don't want to bring stuff like that here.
I mean, you have the other one.
I know, it's just because I'm too lazy to take them home. I mean, let's be honest. That's really what it comes down to. But yeah, thank you, Audio Control, for sending that.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, better than fine. That's pretty fun. Congratulations. That is awesome. Thank you. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's definitely pretty neat. I like it. I like, I like that. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm so excited. So excited.
Oh, I like this one.
I like it too. I mean, I like last year's too. I mean, I stare at it every night, so, I would like to hear your thoughts on floating head units.
Don't ask me. I don't like them. I just that's it.
You don't like them?
I don't like them
Why don't you like them?
because the floating screens. It's like they go so far from the dash. I like something flush. If
Right.
you can flush that 10-inch Kenwood or JVC or the high 10. Oh, dude, yes, I go with the Kenwood.
Okay.
But the Kenwood is nice. If you want a good one,
I feel
Kenwood,
if the dash is big enough, it looks okay.
yeah.
Because, looking at some of the new cars,
Yeah.
they're ugly as sin too, so I don't think we're hurting anything by doing that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
No, but the Kenwood is nice. Check it out.
Hard to get plastics this day and age. Oh, dude, you don't have to tell us.
Guys,
We just...
spending so much money.
I know. We just order, we order plastic about every 6 months. And Paul's like, Jesus Christ. And I was like, sorry, man. Yeah, because it's ridiculous. It's like 4 times the price it used to be, which means installs have to go up. I got all the praise today showing off your work. Oh, that is awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you did. Would you look? I would like to hear your thoughts. Okay, so we did that one. So congrats. All right, cool. Caught up. Yay, I can get back to work.
Yeah.
It's Friday, you know?
Thankfully. So that means we don't have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, never mind. So
as the kicker, 46CX3. Okay, hold on.
Is the kicker 46CX8 360.4 a good amplifier?
Okay, so it's basically it's a small little 4-channel.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the secret with kicker, guys. A lot of people don't understand this because they just don't look past the car audio side. They do make a better amplifier than the 360.4, but it's in the marine line. It's the same basic amplifier as the C series, meaning that yellow series amplifier. It's the same thing, just it's got a green stripe and it's more powerful. They also make a 6-channel in that same lineup. So if you want to go full crazy, you can go with the 6-channel, bridge it, and get even more power out of it. But they do make a bigger 4-channel in the marine line. Same amplifier, just more power. So don't be afraid to look in kicker, look past, because I personally think the 360.4 is kind of small. I mean, if you're doing if you're doing kicker speakers, it's a great little amplifier because their speakers are super efficient. You don't really need more power than that. However, in the marine line, they feel you need more power because they got bigger magnets, they're made to carry longer. So going with the marine amplifiers in the car, you're actually getting a bigger amplifier. Let's head over to the laptop and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I need your help. What?
No, we haven't done the Alpine on the Audio Pro.
The monoblock?
The monoblock.
Nah,
yet.
I was out of town.
Yeah,
so
not yet.
It's on our list of things to do. Probably get that out next week, or we'll probably do it next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, dude.
All right, so check this out. We'll go over here to the marine line. Click here, and we'll say amplifiers. And then these are the KXA amplifiers, the red ones that they don't have anymore. So there's your red amps, there's your yellow amps. We'll click on that, and we'll scroll down here, and they'll talk about how great they are, conformal coded, all that nonsense. And then you still have that 800.1, but now you have a 150.2, which is really awesome. There's your 360.4. Boom, there it is. 600.4, 600.6. Okay, so let's click on this guy here, and we'll do the Learn More tab. Scroll down, and now we have 150 watts by 4 at 2 ohm, 75 watts by 4 at 4 ohm. Let's go back. We'll go and learn more about the 360.4. Come on down here, and look at that, 90 and 165. So we're definitely getting more power out of the bigger amplifier. But wait, let's come over here and let's learn more about the 606. So let's say you want to do full active set or biamp set. So now we have 50 by 6, 200 by 3. So if you figure that out, that is 100. You could bridge it to a 4-channel if you wanted to. You could go full active with it. So there's a lot more options in that marine line that have a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, isn't that cool?
It is cool.
And then if you want to get into big amplifiers, let's say like the KXA stuff, which in the marine is the KXMA from marine. And it's funny, they still make these. You can still buy all of them. Let's go down here to this. Now check this out. You have a 400 by 2. You have a 1200 by 2, a 500.4, an 800.4, an 800.8. This is a bad bitch right here. And the 5-channel. So all those amplifiers that you guys were like, man, they're all gone. They're all here. They're green striped instead of red striped. And they're available. So I'm a big fan of using these amplifiers. You might want to also. And they're, you do. Okay, so the other cool thing about these amplifiers, especially like if you get the 800.1 in the marine line, comes with the bass knob. Unlike the car line, doesn't come with a bass knob. I don't know why they did that. They're kind of weird, and they're really funky about what comes and what doesn't with the bass knobs. But for some reason, the marine ones do come with the bass knobs.
What's up, Fernando? How you doing, buddy?
But 2-ohm speakers seem rare. Okay, so if you need a 2-ohm speaker, if you want to use these with a 2-ohm speaker, check out Blam, B-L-A-M, by Guy. All the Blam speakers are 2-ohm. Those So if you're looking for something that's 2 ohm, that's high end, check out the Blam, as well as, of course, the JBLs are like 3 ohm. So are the Infinities. So there you go, and they're not rare. They have tons of, like, if you want a 2 ohm, like if you want a selection of 2 ohm speakers, check out Blam.
Right.
We are also a Blam dealer, but yeah.
JBL makes 2 ohm speakers.
Yeah, we're a JBL dealer too.
Yeah.
So I mean, what does it matter? But are the AudioControl ACM and LC series amplifiers about the same for sound quality? Would ACM be good for tweeters? Yes, they are. That's one of the reasons why they're expensive, is that they kind of overbuilt the ACMs. They're like, yeah, we kind of, they wanted something small, compact, and they wanted affordable. But then by the time they started making it, they were like, oh no, we want it to sound good also.
Yep.
So yes, they are awesome little amplifiers.
They are.
In class performance, they excel. So they have tons of. It's just a
They
big.
don't disappoint.
Yeah, they don't disappoint. And even though they're like, I think they're 70. I don't know. We always get a way overrated power when we dyno them. So.
Yeah.
What's up, dude? Fernando.
What's up?
Kicker downfire L7T versus a box for 17.4 extended cap. So let's say you just get, L7Ts, their factory boxes are pretty badass. There's no question about it. It's if you're just doing one sub, there's really no argument I have to make you go buy one that's custom fit for underneath the seat, unless you just want a custom fit box for underneath the seat. We've done the L7T10 underneath the back seat of, one of them underneath the back seat of an F-150. And it sounds great. If you're just looking for that one sub option, there's definitely nothing wrong with doing that.
You can do 2.
If I was going to do 2, I'd probably buy a box, just because I think that would look better.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do 2. Getting ready to get on Star Tours. Bobby, whatever.
Very cool.
Do you work, bro?
Do you even work, bro?
Happy Mother's Day to
Mother's
you
Day,
and your
guys.
wife, Dina Fernando. Yeah. So, Rockford Fosgate R504. Good amp. Yes, it is. The R2 is a...
Yeah.
So when they came out with the R2, they packed it full of a bunch of really awesome features. It has distortion detection built into it, so you have your input-output light, so you don't need the DD1 stuff because it's all built into the amplifier. It's got good power. It's got good heat dissipation. They're pretty efficient amplifiers. They're not stop-start compatible. However, they are stop-start compatible, meaning they're not saying they are, because there is a little bit of, they're not. But supposedly they will work down to a very low voltage. Whereas the kicker is stop-start compatible. Everybody, ways to party like a Mexican, but nobody wants to work like one.
What's up?
So they're talking about Cinco de Mayo. All right, so let's have a little Cinco de Mayo education, Fernando. Did you party for Cinco de Mayo yesterday?
No.
And why did you not party for Cinco de Mayo yesterday?
For me, that doesn't mean nothing. Cinco de Mayo doesn't mean nothing.
You're from Mexico City, Mexico. How does Cinco de Mayo not mean anything to you? What is Cinco de Mayo for you?
That was just a battle that they happened in Puebla, Mexico.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
What the hell's
in
wrong with
Puebla,
you?
Mexico. So, yeah, no.
So they won a battle, and the Americans party for it. High fives all the way around, and let's drink some beer. Next thing you know, we'll be killing some leprechauns.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the PAC Amp Pro 4? I mean, the PAC Amp Pro period is a spectacular piece. If they make one for your car, get it. How's the weather there? Been raining a lot here. Fro, the weather here is spectacular. It really sucks because it is gorgeous. It's been gorgeous for a while. Look at that. Look at those blue skies. Ooh, the little cloud. We're supposed to get rain tonight. You wouldn't think it, though. But yeah, no, it's like 88. It's just sunny and hot. So, feels great. Happy to be here. But yeah, it's supposed to rain tonight. I don't know. Dean, my brother just got a 2013 C300 Benz and factory backup camera doesn't work. Any suggestions on what to check? I mean, honestly, no. You might be able to find like a replacement camera, a factory replacement camera on eBay or something like that, because it's definitely going to be a factory part. The cameras on those may be through a Fakra style adapter, which provides power for it. So it's not really an easy camera to like stick a voltmeter in and see what the heck is going on. So might be the easiest way is just try swapping cameras. Hello, Fernando. Hello, Dean.
Hey.
I'm excited to see if Diamore makes those 100% efficient amplifiers, or maybe we'll sell tech to someone else for mass productions. You know, that's a good question. We were actually talking about that one day. I won't say yesterday. Just yesterday means any day in the past before this moment. And I kind of feel like he's going to be selling that tech, because that's a pretty awesome tech, and it's going to be worth a lot of money to a lot of people. And I don't know why anyone would want to sit on that. I would want to license it for sure, because you could make a lot more money by licensing it than trying to produce the only amplifier. Because what will happen is if he doesn't license it, then people are just going to figure out a way to copy it, but not copy it, so that they won't get, they'll come up with some way to do it that won't... Similar, but not the same, so that they can't get sued by him, because of his copyright on it. So there's been plenty of instances where manufacturers come out with tech and they just license the tech along with make their own. And I hope in this case he licenses the tech, or they're just gonna, we know plenty of engineers that'll just be like, that sucks, I got a better way to do it. And you're like, okay, whatever. I have one for my 2018 Camry, but haven't had much experience with them. What are we talking about? I'm jealous. I need to go back sooner than later. Well, the hotness is coming, so if you want to come back to Florida, be prepared for heat. Awesomeness, install shop. Which is better, mono amp kicker 800.1 or the Rockford Fosgate R2 750.1? I think we're splitting hairs. I really think you're splitting hairs. They both put out about the same amount of power. Yeah. I mean, they're both pretty cool amplifiers. Where are the differences? Here are the differences. The Rockford is going to come with the bass knob. The Rockford is going to have the distortion detector built into it. The kicker will be a little bit more power, though. Other than that, those are and you have to buy the bass knob with the kicker, unless you get the Marine version of the amplifier.
Now the kicker comes with power and speaker on this side, RCA.
Yeah, so you have a left-right install as opposed to a facing down install. But I mean, that's cosmetic. But that's important depending on where you're going to put it.
Yeah.
Gotta go. My wife wants to take her to... Oh, have fun.
Target.
What's up from Lake City? Target. Yeah, Target's the best. Have you ever tried or seen the new Trauma car audio Bluetooth amps? I have both 4-channel and 2K, and it's awesome. Not running RCAs. It's all Bluetooth through the phone, and it's clean and clear and loud. Yeah, I think the Trauma guys are over in like Port Richey. Up the street, we've seen them before. Yeah. Those are those guys that are like up in Newport Richie. I think so. But no, because they're out at Slam Fest.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I think I talked to them like 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't anything that It's
okay.
Yeah, but no, I honestly haven't had any experience with it other than just kind of seeing it at like Slam Fest. If you say it works great, then I'm going to take your word for it. Nando, do you remember what the impedance on your Phoenix Gold were?
The tweeter?
No, the speakers. He doesn't. He doesn't remember. He doesn't remember.
I don't even remember what we're talking about.
Yeah, stop. The components. Yeah, he knows what he doesn't remember. I don't even think he knows where he put them, to be honest with you. What do you guys think about Helix amps? I'm gonna have to replace my RD 404 with another amp, and I'm looking into another JL or Helix amplifier. I mean, I'm a big fan of Helix. We're a Helix dealer. We are a Helix dealer because it makes one of the, if not the best DSP on the market. So that's, they also have regular straight power amplifiers, but that's kind of not why we're vested in them. We want their DSP technology. That was one of the things that, like, when I was out there at the Emma World Finals, is that everybody was running Helix DSPs. Didn't matter what amps you had. There's tons of different amplifiers, but everyone had a Helix DSP. It was pretty insane. So I missed something when it comes to 100% efficient amps. Where can I find more information? I think the easiest place is just follow Diamore on Instagram. Is where he's been talking about it, or Facebook. I don't know, but he's teasing the amplifiers. So he's basically come out with a big amplifier of some kind. He's not really talking about the tech too much, other than they're super efficient with something that he came up with, and he's like plugging like a 1,000-watt amplifier into a cigarette lighter and having it work. So sounds pretty cool. Whatever happened to the credit card size sundown amps? SMD did a video on it, I think. Probably figured out that wasn't going to work either. Or they're just not their market. Yeah, I love their DSP. Helix for the win. Yeah. I mean, I think the smallest amplifier, like I got this little guy here, which I think is cool. The little Nano from Sound Digital. This is cute. It's smaller than the box, but. How would you go about time alignment, multiple DSPs? Paper, lots of paper. You're gonna have to do at that point. So when you're time aligned, and this, okay, time alignment is milliseconds. So it's just numbers that you're writing down. So if you're gonna do multiple DSPs, then you're going to actually have to figure out the milliseconds for each channel you're trying to align. So you're going to have to do the math. So you're going to have to figure out what every speaker is, do the conversion to milliseconds, and then enter that into the DSP. That would be the easiest way to do it, because you still, and I would do a reference to 0 more than likely. So I would figure out, I would just enter in straight milliseconds. So one of the speaker that's farthest away is going to be 0, and then however minimal milliseconds you have to add onto that would probably be the smartest way to do that. Yeah, the Sound Digital amp is so cool. It is. Can I purchase door treatment from you guys?
Yeah.
Paul sells his popular thing is he sells the Ground Zero kit. You can give him a call and he can help you out with that. I will tell you that stuff is heavy. Shipping is just terrible. So be prepared. Shipping sucks.
It is.
Have you ever done dyno tests on Kenwood 9105 5-channel amp? Actually, yes, we have. I don't know if we've released it yet, but we have done it and filmed it. If you go back, so we did a video like a month ago where it was like every Kenwood amplifier amp dynoed, and we just put it up because we had to make it for Kenwood to put on display at Master Tech Expo. In that video, if you track forward through it, I know I should have probably just like put chapter markers and some stuff like that, but I didn't. Sorry. There is the amp dyno for the 9105, and I'll tell you this, the sub channel on that put out like 800 watts. It was pretty impressive. Now, a lot of people don't understand when we do amp dyno, like on a 5-channel and a 4-channel, which I prefer to do. I don't want to just do big 300 watt. Those amplifiers don't really, leave that to Derek and the boys. They can have all the fun in the world with that stuff. Every channel is loaded down. We have a big load resistor bank, so we don't just rely on the amp dynos. Because somebody's like, it'd probably do that because it's not loaded down properly. Baloney. Every channel is loaded down. So we don't fool around here. No Mickey Mouse around. So yeah, whatever those numbers are, those are whatever the amp dyno is getting. But that thing was pretty awesome. Put out a shit ton of power. I would like to replace my LC7i, which is a better option. Well, looks like, okay, so LC7i is like flagship high-level to low-level adapter. It's pretty badass. The question is, what are you trying to do? So, for example, here is the natural transition. You have an LC7i. Something better than an LC7i is an LCQ1, because now it's an LC7i, but you have bands of manual equalization. So you have analog equalization so that you can tune the car. Next, you get into a DSP, either the DM608 or the DM810. This, of course, is going to be good, better, best. There's your choices. That's what you're looking at as far as, transition from an LC7i all the way up. Each product has the previous product features built into it. So when you look at an LC7i, has all the high-level features built into it. The LCQ1, all the high-level features built into it. Now you add an EQ, DM608, all the stuff before it. Just now it adds everything else, which time alignment, crossovers, all that fun stuff. All right, going back for the full baked potato. Honestly, the Ground Zero kit's probably the most affordable way to do a full baked potato kit. because we do have a video on it. So if you want to see what we're talking about, you can go and check out Ground Zero door treatment and see what everything that it comes with. So it's pretty awesome kit for sure. Trip was awesome. Thank you, Fro. I had a wonderful time. I can't wait to go back. I can wait to go back. A year would be nice. Next year would be cool to go again, because now I can prep for it better. It was a long flight. And COVID made it very stressful. But once we got there and we were able to have fun, I think Tommy, Doug, and I, basically the Three Stooges running around Salzburg. Couldn't have been better. Hello, guys. Steve Honda Tech. What's going on, man?
Honda Tech.
All right, just how does that Sound Digital get super hot? I don't, we really just took it out of the box. I bought it myself because I always wanted one of those. Took it out of the box. We played with it for a little bit. We didn't really weigh it down or anything like that because I bought it more because I just thought it was really cool. It's got a lot of heat protection built into it. And I don't think we ever even amp dynoed it because that was before we were doing that stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to pull it out of the box because I don't want to ruin it. But no, it's pretty cool. Plus, it's like plastic. It's kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all we got going on. It's Friday. We'll let you guys get on with your day. It's approaching the end of the day for us. Thank God. We're going to get the heck out of here. Go on, have a lot of fun. Tomorrow is Saturday.
Yeah.
Hey, and guess what? Jeff Smith's going to be on the show tomorrow night, guys. Ooh, Jeff Smith's going to be here. We plan on... You okay?
Yeah.
You can do it, man. We plan on talking about... He just got back from the SQology show in Texas. I, of course, just got back from the EMMA finals. We're going to spend a little bit of time talking about that. He was a judge. So we're going to take a look at the score sheets, maybe talk about that a little bit, as well as have him answer some funny questions about the weird things that they do in EMMA. And then, yeah, Sunday I was spending the day with Mom. There you go. Do a dyno on that Sound Digital amp. Maybe one day. Dude, we got so many amps we need a dyno and all that other stuff. Going back and doing that just kind of doesn't make sense. But yeah, I don't know. We have a side project that we're doing for another manufacturer right now. They just want us to dyno their stuff. It's this Transcendent. These guys here, they just want to know, they're curious what the numbers on their amplifiers are, so at some point we're going to dyno those. I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to make it into a video yet, but it's more like they just want to see what the numbers are, so we'll see what happens there. But because they're big amps and do a bunch of silly power. See you on YouTube there tomorrow night for sure. What was the car in the bay? This is an SC430 that we're 911ing the hell out of because somebody didn't know what they were doing and just decided to hack the crap out of the car and destroy as much of it as possible. So, what was the car? Okay, yeah, got that. Very cool. All right, guys, listen, you have a great rest of your day. Have a wonderful night tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock with Jeff Smith, having lots of fun on the show. Bye.